Hello guys, welcome back and thank you for watching. If you're new here, my name is Maria and in today's video I will be doing some Halloween DIYs. I am so excited to share some. These right here are from last year, so I will leave down the information down in the description box in case you want to check those out. Please give this video a thumbs up, subscribe, and hit the bell button so you can get notified every time I upload. With that being said, now let's craft. For my first DIY, I will be using this Dollar Tree Halloween sign. I will be using the back, and I'm going to start by giving this one coat of the Waverly chalk paint in white. I didn't paint this perfect. As you can see, I am kind of leaving it streaky, and I did add a little bit of water to my chalk paint. I just wanted it to look more of it like a whitewash, and I wanted some of that brown to peek through. To make the faux wood planks, I will be using this Easter sign. I have been using this recently because it is like the perfect width of a plank. The next thing I will be doing is going over the lines using a tiny brush and black paint. I'm already loving how this sign is turning now, but I decided to distress it a little bit more using this stipple paintbrush and black paint. I distressed all the edges, and then whatever I had left over in the paintbrush, I just distressed the rest of the sign. For the word trick or treat, I will be using this wood sign that I got from Dollar Tree. I am loving how Dollar Tree is coming out with these wood signs. I will be painting the word trick and treat using my black acrylic paint. For the little pumpkins, I will be using this apple barrel acrylic paint in Harvest Orange. This is already looking great. If you wanted, you can just use white paint and paint, but I am going to not paint. I will be using this scrap paper that I got from Hobby Lobby, and I am going to trace the word or, but I am flipping everything backwards so like that I can be able to see it. I then cut it out. To glue the paper, I will be using my glue stick, and I am using this Dollar Tree wood stick, and let me tell you, it does not work as good as my Elmer's glue stick. I think it's just a brand, or maybe it's in my head. But anyways, I did have to go over a couple of times in order for it to stick. Another thing you can use is the Mod Podge. I just personally don't like it because it leaves it shiny. Plus, I do not know how to use it, so all my stuff comes out bubbly. And oh my gosh, look how cute this trick or treat came out. The last thing I will be doing is gluing trick or treat to my sign using hot glue. You can always add some string to the back so you can hang it to your wall. And this is how it looks. I love how this turned out. For my next DIY, I will be using this cute little sign. This was actually sent by my friend Fanny, and I am going to transform it into a Halloween little decor piece. I am removing the paper. You can always use the back if you wanted to. I just didn't. I don't know. I just removed everything. And the next thing I did was just paint the frame using my Waverly chalk paint in white. I distressed it a little bit just so it can match the first DIY, and I am using a tiny brush with black paint. I will be using the same orange and black buffalo check paper that I used in my first DIY to trace the square. I am going to then cut it out. Once again, I will be using the glue stick to glue the paper to the square. Using these Walmart little sticker letters, I will be adding the abbreviation for October. These stickers have the numbers, so I am using 31, and for the ST, I am going to use a tiny brush and white paint to write it myself. The last thing I will be doing is putting the square back into the frame, and look how cute this turned out. This is a perfect size to decorate a tier tray. For my final and third DIY, I will be using this pumpkin napkin holder. I'm going to paint it all black. Then using the same scrap paper, I'm going to trace the front of the pumpkin and then cut it out. I thought by pressing it down I was gonna be able to get the crease on the paper, but you can't even see them, I guess because they are small. So I did go back and put the paper back on the napkin holder and use a pen, and that is how I got the little holes because I poked them through. It did leave some little fuzzies, so I did trim those down, and then I used my glue stick to glue the paper. And guess what? I finally found my Elmer's glue stick. I actually took a break from my second DIY to look for it because I had trouble using the Dollar Tree glue stick. Anyways, I did distress it a little bit using black. Using the same Walmart stickers, I am going to put boot going across. And that is it for this little cute planter. I absolutely love how this turned out. It matches the rest of my decor. Decor. And for the floral, I did use a mixture of Walmart and Dollar Tree. And that is it, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe if you haven't already. And see you next time. Bye.